Walker, what are you all decked out for?
Your funeral, if you don't back off.
I always heard that male models were kind of sensitive. Must be their fragile egos.
Oh, unless he's got a new girlfriend.
You know, jealousy doesn't become either one of you two.
You know, I think Boswell and I had to fight over this coat.
I'll get the coat. You can keep the jacket. Coat's mine.
Boys, don't even.
Hey, come over.
No, don't be touching.
What do you think this is, Rick?
No. This is polyester blend.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Whoa. I don't get caught dead anything synthetic,
I
okay?
think we should deprogram this.
No, let's reassign him the vice. He looks like a latter-day Don Johnson.
Okay, enough with the clothes, all right? I have a date tonight, that's all.
Ooh, Walker, say your shoes pitching you a little too much? You feel kind of touchy.
Me? You're the ones who can't keep your hands off my clothes.
Excuse me, before this conversation gets any sweeter, did you local yokels summon me down here for a fashion show? Or is it something else?
It's your job, you tell him.
Look, McCabe, I got some bad news for you. I just got a wire from Sacramento this morning. As of midnight last night, the NIBs have relieved you of duty. You've been fired.
Ted, do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife?
He does. Come on, son, tell the man.
Well, actually, see,
Do you realize what this does to a whole herd of cattle?
I do.
Then by the power vested in me by your subconscious, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Anджела! Oh, my God. Anджela. Oh, Anджela, thank God. Thank God, Anджela. Oh.
Ted.
Anджela.
Ted, wake up. Ted.
Oh.
Ted. This used to work when you were a little kid. Let's see if it still works now that you're a big kid.
Wow. Ow, 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 ow!
Morning.
What are you doing?
Dad sent me up here to find out why you missed the family breakfast.
Must have overslept. Oh. I was having a dream about Mary and Lily.
Huh. Were you?
Yeah, I think she's gonna make a pretty good bride.
That's kind of interesting. Why were you calling out Angela's name in your sleep?
Breakfast was delicious.
Glad you enjoyed it.
You know, I really admire the traditions you've instilled in your children.
Good. I only wish they'd adhere to them all the time.
Oh, come on, Cece, you have to forgive Ted. After all, he has a lot of other things on his mind right now, like planning his wedding.
That's true. It's true. And by the same token, I hope I have an excuse now to oversleep in the morning.
What do you mean?
I hope you like it.
Fired? I guess the DA was good at his threat.
I'm really sorry, man.
Well, I was expecting it. It's just different when you have to hear it.
I want you to turn over your gun and your badge to me. I'm really sorry.
Well, then don't apologize, because it's not your fault.
Better go lock these up.
Listen, McCabe, I know this isn't a great deal of consolation to you, but Jody and I really appreciate what you did for BJ at the trial.
Okay, no problem. I do it all again with no regrets. But if I gotta wear a badge to conceal the truth behind a bunch of legal technicalities, I'm not gonna do it.
Does that mean he's not going to accept the job?
I don't know. I didn't even ask him.
What are you talking about?
I've been authorized to offer you a job as a local yokel. Right here on Santa Barbara Police Department. Detective first class.
Are you serious? Does this look like the face of a man who could tell a joke?
You'd be Walker's new partner, so what do you say?
I say, what is the benefit package like?
It's a dream come true. You pay me. I'm kidding.
I know. Well, I guess I will miss Sacramento. All those state politics and less than ethical senators makes life more interesting.
Great, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
You know, I'm probably going to regret saying this, but I'm actually looking forward to working with you.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Walker.
Oh, but there is a small glitch in the package, okay? You have to take all the bullets intended for me for the first 6 months.
But part of your benefits package includes a pair of pliers to remove them with. It saves a bundle on health care costs.
Wait a second. Unemployment's looking real good to me right now.
No unemployment. I'm on my way to personnel to process your papers. In the meantime, you just relax.
Do you have anything to do with this?
Well, Boz just asked me about you, and I told him the truth.
And I still got the job? Thanks, Walker.
It's my pleasure. Why don't you make yourself useful?
No homicide, extortion, and prostitution. Well, I love working here.
Is this a case maybe we should work on together?
I was working on this on my own, but I'm finished with it.
Can I ask you something? Did you find anything on Mathis?
Nothing I can make stick.
Stick. I'd like to stick this right upside his head.
Yeah, I could never confirm anything incriminating.
Well, I can confirm one thing. He's mean as hell.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I can't go into a lot of the details, but I will tell you this. He has a tendency to be very violent.
Thanks. It's good to know.
You know, one of us should get some work done around here, so I think I'll appoint you. Why don't you cozy up next to those folders, huh?
Thanks. Now that Santa Barbara PD is footing the bill, I think Mr. Mathis deserves a little more of my attention.
No, I don't care what she said. That's not how I do business. No, she's not available for a phone call right now. From now on, you'll be dealing directly with me. And I want those orders on my desk by Monday at noon. Look, Akira, do you want our business or not? Then have that stuff on my desk by Monday, no buts. Good morning.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
What do you mean?
Akira was my supplier. I found him, I groomed him. Why are you talking to him at all, much less in that tone of voice?
Sweetheart, you were sleeping. I would have had to wake you up. This had to be handled immediately.
You should have woken me up.
Sophia, I would be waking you up all the time.
What is that supposed to mean?
You've been out of it for weeks. I'm covering for you because I love you, and I want the business that you built so hard to build up not to go down the drain. That's going to happen if you don't stop doing this.
Are you saying I'm falling down on the job?
Sweetheart, I don't want to criticize you. I love you, but you've been neglecting work.
How do you expect me to keep on top of things if you won't let me take my own phone calls,
This
Ken?
isn't the first time. You're always late for meetings. You never return your phone calls. You don't use the proper paperwork. You're moody, you're edgy. I think you've got problems because you won't accept the fact that you're going through menopause. I know that's hard for you to hear.
Oh, menopause. We're back to that again, are we?
Then why would you behave this way?
All right. I've been giving it some thought. I have. And maybe you're right. Maybe I am in denial about the whole thing.
Sweetheart, I don't want to have to raise my voice to you. I hate fighting. I'd rather be making love. I hate living like this.
I don't like it either, and so I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to the doctor the first thing tomorrow.
I don't think that's necessary. It's not like you're sick or anything. Menopause is a natural process, and you need a doctor to tell you that. I just think you should relax and accept what's happening to you.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, I want to thank you for, for being understanding and for sticking with me.
Stuck like glue. Just you and me forever. Is that a deal?
It's a deal. And I promise you, I won't make any more scenes, and I won't act crazy in public, and... And I am not taking any more pills. None of any kind. That's over now. It might not be the solution.
Good.
But it's a start.
I thought you were gone.
You never answered my question about Anджела, Ted.
Look, there's no question to answer. You were wrong about it. Get over it.
Huh. I guess I've just developed this hearing problem all of a sudden, huh?
Yeah. All of a sudden, it happens to the best of us.
I see. Okay. I know what I heard. You were calling out Anджела's name in your sleep, and I want to know why.
I don't know why. I was sleeping.
Don't yell at me.
But... Look. Maybe I was having a nightmare about Anджела and she and I being in the cave. Okay? Or maybe she was a monster and she was chasing me. Look, I have no recollection of it now.
How convenient.
Look, we have a meeting to go to, okay? Are we gonna miss it or are we gonna go?
After you.
Thank you.
Cece, it's beautiful.
It'll look a lot more beautiful on your finger.
I can't.
Why not?
I can't accept an engagement ring from you.
So we don't call it an engagement ring. We call it something else. We call it the friendship ring. Or we can call it, let's not insult the old geezer ring. Or we can call it, oh, what the heck, it'll make you happy ring. Huh?
You do make me happy.
And keep it. It's not like I can't afford it, you know.
Cece, this is too much.
Well, level with me about something?
Name it.
Gonna tell me what's holding you back from trying to make a go of it with me?
Hi, sorry if I'm late.
Lionel?
Hi.
How
Hi there.
did I know that I would find you down here?
Hi. I'm so excited. I can't tell you. See, I have seen a lot of Chumash rip-offs in my time, but these petroglyphs are genuine. Absolutely genuine.
Lionel, this isn't even your dig. What if Cece or Ted catch you down here? They'll probably have you entombed.
Yeah, I know. I just couldn't resist it. It is so amazing.
No, this is not amazing. Kreskin, now he's amazing. Those knives that cut through tomatoes and steel pipes, they're amazing. This is just plain scary.
All right. If not amazing, would you settle for fascinating? Huh?
What are you doing down here anyway? Last time you were here, you said you discovered some kind of a curse. So what are you looking for now? A famine, locust, Armageddon, perhaps?
I'm still trying to decipher it, see?
I don't want to know.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm
No, I said I didn't want to know.
It's kind of a variation on that ever-popular theme, beware all ye who may enter these premises, something like that. Huh?
How much of a variation?
Well, I'm still trying to think about it here.
What are we doing here?
Hey, Just give me a few more minutes, okay?
No, we don't have a few minutes. We are late for the Renew LA meeting. Now, come on. Before we wake up the dead, if you haven't done that already.
Careful,
No, come on.
Well, congratulations. Well, you old sly dog, you, huh? That's wonderful news. That's... Yeah. We could have a double wedding. I don't know how Lily would feel about it, but nothing would please me more than having the two of you up there on the altar with me.
Well, actually, Ted, you're a little premature with your congratulations.
What?
Well, she hasn't exactly accepted my proposal yet. But we're calling it a friendship ring, right?
Certainly the most beautiful friendship ring I've ever seen.
Well, I'm sorry for jumping to conclusions there. That was...
I'm sure they understand that you just want to be happy for both of them, right?
Of course.
Refreshments are ready in the dining room, Cece.
Oh, good. We got a lot on the agenda. Let's get to work, huh?
I'll be there in a minute. I have to make a phone call to the paper first.
All right.
Excuse me.
Well, what are we waiting for? I'm starved.
We're always waiting for you. That's always the problem. We're always late. Come on, let's eat. You need any help?
No.
Kelly, is something bothering you? Everything's okay.
Rosa, that's what some people want me to believe, but I wasn't born yesterday. Excuse me.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Sorry to interrupt. I wanted to get a notepad for the meeting.
Oh, after my bout with amnesia, I started writing everything down. Find I can concentrate on more pleasant topics when my mind isn't clouded with facts and figures.
Well, it seems like you have your priorities straight.
Yes, I think I do, finally.
It's a gorgeous ring that my father gave you. Really is.
Yes, it is,
Amazing.
isn't it? Mm-hmm. But the thought behind it is what's truly magnificent, and it's so typical of Cece.
It's true. My father never does anything halfway. Same goes for his emotions. He's just very passionate, whether he hates someone or loves them.
Kelly, I know that as Cece's daughter, you want to make sure he doesn't get hurt again. I want you to know that I do too. That's why I'm not rushing into anything. I have a lot of thinking to do before I give your father an answer.
I'm glad to hear it, Angela. I'm sure Ted will be too.
Ted?
Well, yeah, he's very sensitive about my mother and father's divorce. Of course he wants what's best for them, but, well, my mother married Ken so abruptly, and it upset him, although he'd never admit it.
Well, he seemed happy when Cece gave me the ring.
Mm-hmm. He did, didn't he? Unless, of course, he was putting on an act. But then, why would he do that?
I wouldn't know. This must be the notepad you were looking for.
Thank you.
I've got to get back to the meeting.
You wouldn't want to keep my father waiting. Or Ted.
What I thought is after we go over the production stats, we could have Andy go out and get us a little bit of lunch, so we have a late lunch, because I want to go over the first quarter projections, get a head start on it. We might want legal to sit in on that, because the new free trade agreement, there could be implications I'm not even aware of.
Okay, wait. Let's slow down. I'm very proud of you for wanting to get back into the swing of things, but
But what?
let's don't overdo it.
I'm fine. Everything's fine. Andy? Andy? There now. Here's a note from Andy. I went to lunch. I will pick up the Christmas cards while I'm out. You know, I feel sorry for her. I think she's afraid to stay in here by herself since she was attacked.
Well, I can't blame her.
I don't blame her either. Look at all these messages. I can't believe... Uh-oh. Oh, my gosh, Roberto Romanoco.
What does he want?
He doesn't understand the design specs. I knew he didn't.
I've already spoken to him twice. What is he, a moron?
No, he's not a moron. I'll explain it to him. He relates better to women. Anyway, you just see if you can get us some lunch. I'll see you.
Right. Anything you say. Armonte, Ken Mathis speaking.
Yes, Mr. Mathis, this is Detective Captain Boswell down at the Santa Barbara Police Department. We need you to come down to headquarters immediately.
For what?
Well, our records show that you failed to respond to a jury notice that was sent to you about 1 month ago.
I never got a jury notice.
Well, that's what they all say.
No, I'm serious. I never got anything about a jury selection. And even if I had, since when is this a police matter? Jury selection is a municipal court function.
Oh, yes, true. But enforcement of the selection process is now our job since Ordinance 213 passed by the voters just the last election day.
I don't remember anything about an ordinance.
Well, right. You and everyone else that I've talked to today. Now, look, you can either bring yourself down here voluntarily or I'm going to have to send an officer over to get you.
Look, fine. I'll be down there in just a minute. Even when I tell the truth, they don't believe me.
I should send him running.
I hope you know what you're doing with this guy.
Well, we'll find out soon enough, and if I'm right, we're going to catch ourselves a very big fish.
Yeah, I knew I liked you for a reason.
Ken Mathis is bad news. And I'm going to prove it.
I think the Renew LA project should start out the new year by letting the public know that we're out there for them. There's work to be done.
I agree, especially in South Central.
Mm-hmm.
More coffee?
No, thank you, Rose.
What about the problems we're having getting the city council to take action on the recommendations we've been making?
See, I think it's a problem of commitment.
Well, that's interesting. I think it's more due to a lack of communication. What do you think, Cece?
I think I need a cup of coffee. Rosa, please.
Certainly. Maybe you should ask Mr. and Mrs. Lockridge what they think. He is well connected, you know.
Not to mention late.
Well, we're here now, Cece. Rosa, I'd love a cup of coffee.
Gina, if you're going to be on this committee, you better get your priorities straight. I like to start these meetings on time. I'm very funny that way.
Will you have another cup of coffee, Cece? You always were such a bear in the morning. So, where were we?
All right, we were talking about trying to get the LA City Council to go after our recommendations.
Well, I'll let Lionel answer that one. Lionel, could you stop your doodling and answer the question?
What was the question?
How to get the city council to act on our recommendations.
Generally or specifically?
Specifically, Lionel. Hello?
Hello? Well, all right. You appoint a task force for each issue, get the facts, and then lobby the individual council members.
That's exactly what I would have said.
I tell you what, I think Anджела and Ted, you should start a task force. Work together on it.
Well, Cece, I appreciate your faith in me, but...
Yeah, Dad, I got too much work to do on the Chumash did.
What were you saying before I interrupted you?
Well, I'm just not sure, with my workload and everything, that I could live up to your expectations.
Oh, Anджela, that's nonsense. Come on, you two make a good team together. I appreciate you doing anything you could for us. All right? Now, what's next?
How about some coffee cake?
How about adjourning the meeting? Make a hell of a team, don't we?
Cece, I really appreciate your faith in me. I just hope I won't disappoint you.
I find that very hard to imagine happening.
What do you want?
An honest answer?
Look, don't start in again about how I really feel about Anджела,
Isn't
okay?
it funny that you should just jump to that conclusion?
Would you give me a break?
Give me one, because it's obvious that something's going on.
Only to you!
That's not much of a denial.
Why are you doing this to me? Why do you care, anyways?
I care about you, and I care about my father. And if you're having feelings for a woman that he cares about, I think you should tell him.
You need to get a life and stay out of mine.
Look, Ted, you don't owe me anything. You don't have to be honest with me. But don't lie to yourself. You deserve better, and so does Dad.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
That means that he's thinking about marrying Anджела. And I don't want to see him get hurt. I know you don't either.
So?
So don't let it happen. He's your father. He brought you into this world. And although I know he's been very misguided at times, he does love you dearly. So just don't jeopardize what the two of you have because of pride or fear or whatever.
Is that what you think I'm doing?
I can't answer that, Teddy. I don't know.
Well, you're not going to tell me what to do?
For once, I'm not. This is between Dad and you. And it always will be unless you do something about it. What is up to you?
Yes, Mr. McCabe. I'll give Kelly your message.
Okay, Kelly, here we go.
Oh, Ted. Can I talk to you for a second? Let me ask you something.
Ted, please, don't let him bother you with any more of his petagrams.
Petroglyphs.
Whatever.
Listen, I was in the cave, and I just wondered if you might recognize any of these.
This mean who, and this says cares.
Thank you, Gina. What do you think it means?
That's curse.
Curse, okay. And what about this one?
That one means union.
Union. You speaking politically or sexually?
I don't know.
Okay, what
That's
about this?
disaster. I gotta go. I'll be back.
Huh. A curse and a union ending in disaster.
Well, I wonder if Bush and Quayle had any prehistoric predecessors.
You speaking politically or sexually?
Either way. These prehistoric characters are pretty depressing. Maybe we should ask minks what they mean. Okay. What do you think they really mean?
I'm not sure. I'll have to go back to the cave. But it seems to me they imply that there's a curse on someone who entered that cave.
Like Ted and Anджela?
Mm-hmm. What were you saying? I'm sorry, I missed...
Well, it's about the task force.
Well, you changed your mind?
I'm reconsidering.
Oh, good, good. You and Anджela make a wonderful team. Look, I've got to make a phone call. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello, Lisa. It's Gina Lockridge. I hope I haven't caught you at a bad time.
Oh, no, of course not. I was just fixing Rafe something to eat for lunch.
Well, as blissfully domestic as that sounds, I'm afraid it's going to have to wait. I need to see you at the Oasis right away.
Well, can it wait, please? I know Rafe was starving before he left this morning.
Well, then maybe you should have fed him before he left this morning. Let me put it this way. If you're not there, you're history.
told you I never received a jury summons.
Sorry I have to make you repeat everything, Mr. Mathis. My typing's a little rusty. Have some water if you like.
Thanks.
There you go. Just sign that and you're free to go.
Thanks. My tax dollars at work.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, Davis. I owe you one, man.
So what was that puke doing here?
Well, he was doing a little finger painting.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, Ken Mathis may lie like a dog, but his fingerprints don't. And I am just wondering what his will have to tell us.
I want to launch a personal appearance tour with you and Rafe as the Gina Jeans couple. Now, of course, we'll start in Cleveland at Stapleton department stores. Then we'll go to the Midwest, through the East, and back through the nation.
This sounds great. The only thing is I can't really speak for Rafe right now because he just got this new job.
I know. He can quit.
Do you know what? He probably will. Once he hears about your fabulous plan, he'll be as excited as I am.
Well, I certainly hope so. Because there's only one reason I can think of that he would want to stay here and be Ted Capel's gopher.
To be close to Lily. So really, this isn't about the Gina Jeans. It has to do with getting Rafe out of town for Lily's wedding.
That's right. I know about Lily's feelings towards Rafe. And I don't want him around to exert any undue influence over Lily, to discourage her from carrying through with this wedding ceremony. So unless you can get Rafe to go out of town with you on tour, there won't be a Gina Jeans couple. In fact, your days as the Gina Jeans girl will be over.
Walker? Yeah, hi, Kel. Yeah, he's right here. Hang on, I'm gonna put you on hold. Kelly, line 3.
She sound upset?
Yeah, how'd you know?
I'll bet you a 10 spot you're not the only one with a date tonight. Hello?
Hi. I just got your message. What's wrong?
It's bad. It's real bad. I just, I mean, I don't, like, I don't want to dump all this on you. Just me being alone and all. I didn't know who to call. I just,
McCabe, you don't have to say another word. I'll be there as soon as I can. Bye.
Walker, you got any more of that cologne in your desk?
Is there anything else I can get for you?
No, thank you, Rosa. I've had my fill.
Me too.
Good. Then I'll give you something instead.
What is this?
My proposal to help renew the Latino community in Los Angeles. Read it. You might learn something.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of great things in here.
I'm sure Ted's right. Thank you, Rosa.
Wow.
Ted, there's something I need to tell you.
What?
Something happened to me when we were trapped together. Something that made me see things in a way I've never seen them before.
I know it happened to me, too.
I realized that I don't want to spend the rest of my life alone. And when I do finally die, I want it to be in the arms of someone I love.
Angela, I can't believe you're saying this to me.
I want someone to go through my life with. To look after me, to care for me, and vice versa, of course.
I understand.
I thought maybe you would. In light of everything you and Lily are going through.
What? Wait. What?
Cece's a fine man. I'm going to accept his proposal. I'm going to marry your father. And I wanted you to be the first to know.
Why?
You know, I have an idea about who to approach on the Renew LA task force, you know, and have a list of my study. Want to come over and talk about it?
Cece, I can't right now. I'm due for a meeting at the paper.
Oh, all right. I'll get your coat.
Okay.
Here you go.
Thank you. Cece, thank you again for this beautiful ring. I'll call you later. There's still a lot of things we need to talk about.
See you in the study.
Ted, there's something I need to know.
What?
Before I fell asleep in your arms, what did you say to me?
I said goodnight.
Is that all?
That's it. So, Angela, truth is, I love you.
I got here as soon as I could. Is it what I think it is?
Yeah, I've been fired by the NIB.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that was my life. That was my job, you know. It's here, gone, kaput, and it's over. I mean, you're looking at a lonely man. A lonely, broken man.
Is there anything I can do to make it up to you?
Ken?
Yeah, I'm in here.
What happened to you? I got off the phone with Roberto and you disappeared.
Well, it was so pretty outside. I walked over to the restaurant to order our lunch. It should be delivering in just a minute.
Good, I'm famished.
So am I. Damn it!
What?
These designs are all wrong. I gave specific notes to the artist, and this is not what I wanted.
Why don't you call and tell him?
I don't know if I can remember all the changes off the top of my head.
Well, surely you wrote it down somewhere.
Yeah, it's in my business journal. It's in my briefcase. Would you mind handing it to me, please?
Well, here's the list. Most of the people on it owe me some favors, so it shouldn't be much of a problem getting them to serve on the task force. Just make sure that you get a copy to Anджела, okay?
Speaking of Anджela, I got something that I need to tell you.
What?
She's been my lover for the last 6 months.
Former wives accuse them of being con men. Watch the sparks fly as one of these men face off against their ex-wife. Also, meet a woman who was married 19 years before she discovered her husband was gay and dying of AIDS. What is it that drives men to keep secrets from the women they love? Today on Donahue at 3.